Hey, you saw they fined the Sixers 100,000. I don't know what that
I
actually
saw
does.
that.
I don't know what that really does when it's a billionaire owner. I don't know what 100,000 really is going to do. I have no idea.
Man, that's what like
Chump change, man.
$100.
Talking about.
I was gonna say either $10 or $100 to him. One
Do
of the two.
100,000 not going to stop them from doing whatever they found them doing. I don't know what it was. I didn't read none of that
They
shit.
were saying the stuff about Embiid, right?
Oh, like
Yeah, him saying something about not playing back to backs.
Yes, you couldn't do that no way. See, I figured you couldn't do that shit with the league. That's the league. Like, hey, now what the hell going on? Hey, I know something I ain't never asked y'all. What is y'all favorite hoop movie?
Probably Coach Carter. You know, it's crazy. Like, I actually hated Coach Carter when I first saw it, but then like I went and watched it. Yeah, I don't know why, but then I watched it again. It came on BET one day, and I was like, "This is actually not a bad movie."
Didn't I watching BET?
I mean, I was. You know, it's funny. I was actually asleep, and then like I actually like woke up, and then it was
that's how I be on. That's definitely how I be. Lo, how about you? What's your favorite hoop movie?
I feel like this is very cliche, but of course, Love and Basketball.
Do you know I don't have to see that movie ever again.
I've probably watched that movie.
Why not?
It's just one of my least. It's not like I'm not saying it's a bad movie. It's just one of them hoop movies. Like I just.
Yeah,
it's so crazy though. You play.
You just had to be there.
How you play 1-on-1? How you play 1-on-1 for your heart? You lose,
bro.
Man.
You just had to have that. If you didn't have that true like love and basketball love, it don't hit the same. You know, when you're a kid, yeah, so it don't hit the same. But I mean, I get it because looking back on the movie's actually trash. Like she was fighting extremely hard for this man's love, and he kept carrying her. So I wanted to tell my good sister to stand up. Like she was looking weak out there, but it is what it is.
He came off a torn ACL, bust ass, man. Come on.
Like he ain't have to dunk on my girl like that off the verge.
It's crazy.
You wouldn't, hey Nick, you wouldn't do that? You wouldn't dunk on her?
I would. I ain't gonna lie. No mercy.
Yeah. I don't play around. I don't give a fuck.
No
I'm not
mercy
going light on you.
Man.
That's crazy.
My woman, my kids, I'm not going light on you at all.
It's funny, like that actually reminded me. I was probably like 13 years old. My team, we had practice, and we had this girl, or we had this girl practice with us, and I was in the middle guarding the paint and everything, and then I was letting this girl. I didn't want to like foul her nothing like that, so I was just letting her score and all that. Man, my coach was cussing me the fuck out. That shit was crazy. He's like, "What the fuck you doing now?" I'm like, I don't want to hurt her. Like, my bad.
I don't want to. Hey, because man, you don't want to hit no girl, man. It's like, oh shit. Like, I don't want to do that.
Listen, she was out there for a reason.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. Like,
she was out there, trust me, she was out there for a reason.
Like when girls used to play like pickup football with us and shit like that. I didn't want to hit them. I didn't want to hit the girl.
Bro, I didn't realize how many girls play flag football.
Yes.
They do. It was crazy.
Lo, you play flag football?
No, that was never really my thing. I mean, like in school, not like a league or anything.
I got you. All right, we gonna get this thing started. Lo got allergies. We don't want to keep it too long.
Struggling through it, y'all, but I'm here. So excuse my voice.
One band, one sound, like always. You know how we get down. I appreciate everybody following in from Twitter, everybody following in from YouTube. Please like and subscribe. Share with a friend. Tell a homie. Please do that. But man, this episode, what we on? Episode 14?
14.
Man, look at that. We 14 episodes in. That didn't even sound. Was that 2 months now? 3 months?
We started like what, July? August?
Started August.
I think August because it was a All-Star, right?
Yeah. That's right. Man, anybody who's new, everybody who's returning, welcome back to the Best Damn W show. Lo, how you doing today? We know your allergies, but outside of that.
I'm good. I got an opportunity to hopefully vote for the first Black woman president. So it's a great day. It's a great day. I texted that and I was like, I didn't expect to be like emotional about it. Like, not that I was like crying and stuff, but it was a very surreal feeling because I never thought in my lifetime that I would have the opportunity to vote for a Black woman as president. So that's what it is.
That's what's up. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do mine. I ain't go today. I'm probably gonna go tomorrow. Get that shit out the way. I don't like
this weekend.
I don't like going the day of. You being there for hours.
Oh,
so
hell yeah.
No. But Nick, man, our boy Nick is here, man. Nick, how you doing today, man?
I'm great, man. Another crazy day, but we here, man. We here to talk hoops, man. We a week away from women's college basketball. Also, the NBA season actually been pretty good too. Can't even lie.
Okay. Yeah, true. Let's see. I'm doing good today. Oh, I went to the doctor. I don't have to have surgery on my shoulder.
There we go.
Well, that's the first step. I got a shot. We're gonna go from there.
Would they give you steroids?
Yeah, I guess you could say that. Yeah.
It just remind me of Benaja Lane. She was like, that shot kicked in.
Sure
She's
did.
after five.
Nick got stock and do-rag. And we gonna get Nick a sponsor.
Bro, I got like 30 do-rags. I'm not gonna lie.
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go. Hey, cut. What up, Jada? What's happening?
Hey Jada, speaking to y'all today.
She said I don't play that shit. She coming correct now. She said I don't play that. Come to the house and speak to one person.
Jada was happy as hell. Natalie up out of there.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Jada. Yes. Actually, you know what's crazy? I tore my labrum in this shoulder in 2011, and I tore this shoulder in the beginning of this year. So
Man, what the hell you be doing, Jay?
This one was a football injury. So I went like this, and then I felt it dislocate. Then I hit the ground. I just knew it was done. So I kept playing on it till the season was over with. And then this one, my softball league, I went to go dive for the ball this way. I got the ball, and I finished the season. So, but yeah. Here we are.
Hey, old age be crazy, bro.
But look,
your body just be betraying you. Like it's crazy.
Right, because I thought I tore my shit by just doing band work. I was doing this, and I heard a pop. So he was like, "Man," he was like, "I'm glad that's your rotator cuff." So it could just been like scar tissue. So we're gonna start with like a steroid type thing first. Yeah. He said the pop could have just been scar tissue popping up when I did that, breaking in shit. So we're gonna go from there. So hopefully, I didn't want to go into the ninth. I didn't want to deal with that shit again. Because if anybody never hurt their shoulder, you don't realize how much you use your shoulder.
In everything.
Literally. I dislocated my junior year of high school. Worse.
Listen, you use it for everything. I don't give a damn you left-handed or right-handed. You use it for everything. So I don't wish that on nobody. So, yeah. I see your message, Dale. Low, you still. Hey, listen, low can be your favorite. That's fine. Jay getting old, Karen shit. Yeah, man, I be 40 in 2 years. So
we pulling back up for the 40th? What are we doing?
I'm definitely getting the chocolate cake.
I'm supposed to be going to Japan for my 40th, like us together.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
We still gotta go back though. That macaroni, what was that lobster macaroni I had? I gotta have that again.
You come back anytime.
Please.
Man, I ain't gonna cap, man. The food, I got spoiled with the Chicago food though. Cause ever since I got back home, the food just don't hit the same.
I'm sorry.
Like literally.
I'm sorry.
This man was there for 1 weekend. Now he hates all the Florida
like
food.
Literally. I'm like, man, what's going on here, man?
Hey, he just said Nick was having a good time. 40 is not old. I'm not old. I'm just know I'm older. It's just certain things you just don't heal the same way.
When did you realize that you're starting to get a little bit older? I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you when I realized it.
Honestly, this year.
When
I had to recover from my injury, I'm like, yo, this shit ain't. Yo, I'm not. This is not the same.
Look, you know what made me like, damn, I think I'm kind of getting up there. You know when you like fill something out on a computer and you got to scroll for your year that you was born. I was like, this scrolling getting a little further than it used to be. I could used to just scroll a little bit. Now I'm like, hold on now.
That shit funny. Oh my god,
stuff just be hurting. I'm like, bro, what am I 50 already?
The boys make me feel like that. They make me feel old sometimes. Like Carter, if he like try to like, he's do like MMA shit, so he still be trying to do things. I'd be like, damn, he is strong. So
that's a big
kid. Jay don't want that smoking basketball.
Yeah, he is not. I'm like, I told him this week, I'm like, yo, you're strong. Like, I don't think you realize how strong you are. So we're not gonna be doing this shit all the time.
Right.
I'm not. And then having to chase kids, so that made me feel older. I know I'm not. I'm just older, like shit. So that's why I make sure I like try to stay in some type of shape because I got all boys.
Yeah, man, I remember when I started helping coach high school girls basketball, and I couldn't move laterally like I was used to. I would be so pissed. Like I was like, bro, my lateral movement is ass. Like I would get so frustrated because I felt like my body was failing.
It's
Yeah,
failing.
like
You
I
like you
wasn't
can't.
getting where I needed to go. You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn.
They show said I don't
Okay.
get carded anymore. That's how I knew. Dang, that's crazy. They don't
Man,
get
you know
carded me
what? I
sometimes,
don't get
man.
carded. I don't. Cause I don't know if y'all noticed, but I got so much gray. I don't know if y'all can see it, but I got so much
Yeah, I
gray.
saw it. I ain't gonna lie.
I got so much gray.
Look at
So
this
it's
man.
like,
I'm not gonna lie.
so what?
I said I saw it. I ain't gonna lie. Whenever we was out,
Yeah, like, but I love my gray. Like, I got so much gray, but I love it. So, but I don't get carded either. Don't feel bad. I'm sorry. I know sometimes women feel a certain way about that. I don't care.
Man, I get pissed. Please don't card me because I don't got time to pull my ID out. Like,
Yeah.
like, I get so irritated. Like, I'm like, really, honestly, like, look at me, please. Like, I get
Don't
so
be
irritated.
carding me if I got a table full of children either. Don't be carding me. You know. Come on now.
Well, hey, babies having babies, so
That is true. You know, that is true. That is true. All right, let's get into it. We're gonna get into this W action. All these coaches getting fired. It's like half the league.
was it like 7? Was it like 7 teams now without a coach?
Yep,
Let's
7 out of
see.
the 13 down teams.
Sparks, Sky, Dream, Wings, Mystics, Fever, Sun. Shit, the Mystics need a coach and a GM, right? Or did they hire a GM already?
They need a coach and a GM.
Damn.
And the Aces need a GM now.
Yes, that's right. Let's
Shout out
start
to
there.
Jada for getting Natalie fired.
Yeah, let's start there. Jada, so I kept seeing so many people tagging
Jada's responsible for that.
Now
Jada got to be responsible for getting a new GM for the Aces.
Hey,
right.
I'm off for Jada joining the payroll for sure.
I don't know. I mean,
Jada will get it. It'll be so many investigations from her calling people to be word.
And she was going crazy. She was tagging her and shit. I said,
Right.
damn. I'm like, she is not playing. What the fuck? I didn't know she like her like that. But
look, like I said on Spaces, bro. Hey, Ursula is nuts. Oh my God.
Like the Little Mermaid, Ursula?
Yes, that is nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I'm not gonna call that lady Ursula.
What's the lady from Tyler Perry movies, and she sings to Tamla Mann a little bit? Like they could be cousins, probably a little bit. Yeah, they kind of.
Yeah, she does like she could be cousins with her.
Yeah.
Because
one thing I will say before we go on about Natalie, one thing I will say, I respect Natalie because Jada has called that lady out of her name so many times, and she has not blocked her. She just standing on all 10 as being, you know, a not.
Did she even get on Twitter like that?
Man, I think so.
Protected, ain't it?
Now it is. It wasn't at first.
Oh shit! She probably
Jada done made like a whole mob of people probably all coming at her.
He probably muted her ass. You know, some people. I mean, I don't mute fast. I give you like a couple of tries before I mute your ass, and then you start doing. I'm done.
I don't think I've ever muted. I just go straight to block.
Straight to block. You just.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever. I don't play. Yeah, I didn't realize it was a mute button until people start saying it. I'm like, what? I just go straight to block.
Yeah, it is because sometimes some people like you be cool with. Sometimes just be annoying.
She may be annoying.
Yeah, I just mute them for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm like, damn, I ain't seen such and such.
And then you go back to mute and unmute them. I'm crying. That's hilarious.
Put them in a conversation. I'm like, oh yeah, let me unmute them. You know what I'm saying? Like, but if it's like somebody with like a name that say Tom 4565 with an egg, I'll block your ass. I ain't got time. You see that? You know what I'm saying? When I see all them numbers and shit, and then like you know what I'm saying, nigga, I ain't got time. Block.
Nah, it reminded me of I'm not gonna say his name on here. We were on a pod with him a couple weeks ago. I think y'all know who I'm talking about.
On a pod?
Hey, I'm gonna text it to y'all.
I know exactly what you said.
I know what you're talking about too.
I ain't gonna say his name on here.
Yo, I know exactly. Oh, shit, I had to think about it. Why did you use that name? Yo.
Jada said I also go straight to block. Then get mad when people block me. Exactly.
I'll be getting mad too. I ain't gonna lie. Well, actually, I don't really get mad no more, but I used to.
You
know what I hate though? Yeah, I mean, you know what I hate though? I hate how now you literally got to go on the page just to block. Like,
oh my gosh, it's so annoying.
I hated that.
So annoying. Like, yeah.
I wish Buddy would get rid of. I wish he would sell Twitter, but I know he ain't.
No, I'm making too
he
much
probably
money.
saying Twitter's like
He
a
ain't gonna
daily
do it.
newspaper.
Right.
So shit. Who have y'all heard is gonna be the next GM for the Aces?
I haven't heard
I ain't
nobody.
heard
Be
anybody,
real.
actually. Yeah.
I ain't heard a damn thing.
But I have heard that I saw something today that the Mystics were looking at Natalie for GM. And I say, excuse me, what did she do to I mean, why would they don't even get me irritated again? Because I'm just getting over the fact that y'all didn't know how to tank. Like I'm literally just getting over the fact that they didn't know how to tank. So like please don't come to DC. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know who the Aces are thinking.
They said Becky. I honestly could see that.
See, I don't know if I like the coach being the GM too.
Yeah.
Because
I
once
hate
Cheryl Reeve does it.
Fill two roles though. Kind of like with James Wade.
I don't like it. I mean, I didn't even know. Honestly, I did not know that Nick about Cheryl Reeve at all. Did not know that. And was she that the whole time, like winning all the championships too?
I don't know if she was that the whole time. No.
Not the whole time. No.
Oh, I'm about to say, damn, that's
James
impressive.
Wade, that's why y'all in this situation Chicago in now. Like
I know.
You know.
Because like Doc Rivers was like that with the Clippers. I don't like that shit. I don't like that.
I mean, I think it's doable, but it just leaves you in a vulnerable spot when she leaves. Because I mean, do you think Becky's end goal is to be a WNBA coach forever? No, I don't think so. I think she wants to coach an NBA.
Yeah, and then she leaves. That would suck. You gotta find two out of nowhere.
Yeah, that's what James Wade did. Literally left for the Raptors, didn't look back. 2 spots need to be filled now.
He dipped out like in the middle of the season. Like you could have at least finished the season out.
He did, yo. He got the fuck up out.
Like that man was like, "Oh, I got the job. I'm out of here." Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, that's wild.
We're just bad. We just, anyways. I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything about the Aces. I told you the Mystics. I've heard possibly Natalie Williams going as the GM. But I mean, as we've been seeing lately, like the trend right now is the GMs are kind of vetting and hiring the coaches of their choices. You can see with Chicago, them getting a new GM after they got Spoon and then they gave her the boot. You can see same thing happening in Indiana. They got the GM after Christy Sides and they just gave her the boot. So, because I mean, if you think about it in totality, was Christy really that bad? In the beginning of the year, she didn't do great, but it was because of multiple things, right? A brand new team, a very difficult schedule with very limited time in between, and just not knowing how to coach those individuals together.
Centering your team around a rookie.
Exactly, right. And just not knowing how to coach them all together. But if you think about it, she was there for 2 years. She went from winning 5 games to 13 games to being 20-20. That's not terrible. It's really not.
So would this possibly affect what the hell's her name? Kelsey Mitchell possibly re-signing the free agency?
I mean, did they have a close relationship? I'm not aware.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know for sure, but I don't know. It might affect. I mean, I know when coaches leave, it does affect players possibly re-signing or rejoining the team.
Right. I get that. I think it depends on how much input they give her. They allow her to have in picking the new coach. Like if they give her some leeway in picking who she wants to pick. And I also think it frankly comes down to who they pick. Is she vibing with them? Does she like the vision that they have for the team? But I think that's definitely going to be one of the factors. Also, am I able to deal with these racist Indiana fans for another year? If I'm Indiana, I'm coring her. She's not going anywhere.
Yeah. I mean, that
would
let
her leave without a new deal.
Nope. It's petty, but it's business.
And on top of that, I mean, weren't her and Kayla hanging out like a couple weeks ago or something like that?
They were at the game. They were at the game.
They were at the game. Were they at the Pacers game?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think that's where he was at.
Yeah. It's gonna be a lot of 1-year deals. I don't see why she wouldn't. I think she should stay. Why wouldn't she? Yeah. I think her and Caitlin have very good synergy together, and I think that if the foundational pieces stay, I mean, they're moving in the right trend. You know, they'll be even better next year.
Mm-hmm. Well, where the hell all these coaches coming from?
They just all get recycled, dog. They just
That's the thing. Like, is this just gonna be like the NBA?
They're gonna be musical chairs. Everybody just go to a different team.
Okay, so if we're gonna do musical chairs, where I'm seeing like Stephanie White supposed to come here. I'm seeing what's the lady name? What's the coach name from the Wings that got fired?
LT.
Yeah, LT. That's what I call it, LT.
LT. All right, fucking LT. I'm hearing about her coming here, so I don't know what like. Where I want to know where Teaspoon will go. That's where I want to know.
I just can't see Stephanie White going to Chicago. You can't leave a contending team to go to a team with no amenities, no facilities, even though they are building them. But also that team has no direction. Like it's like, what direction is Chicago going into? You have to be ready to build from the ground up. And in Stephanie's tenure as a head coach, she's never had a team where she's had to build from the bottom up. If you look back to 2015 when she was the Fever's head coach, like she had Tamika Catchings, she had Brianne January, she had Shavonte Zealous, she had Natasha Howard was on that team. Like they had a stacked team. They made it to the finals. They just happened to lose to a better Minnesota team that was also very, very stacked. As you know, they'll probably go down and have 5 Hall of Famers. But when you think about it, then you fast forward to when she came to Connecticut, she inherited that team from Kurt Miller. Like they were already in the semifinals and making it to the finals. And I'm not trying, and I do think that Stephanie's a good coach. That's not my point. My point is that I have not seen her go to a rebuilding team and help them rebuild. Chicago is a rebuilding team with pieces that don't necessarily fit together. So it's just hard for me to believe that she would leave a champion, because it seems like when they said part ways, I don't know if it was mutual or if she actually got fired, but it would just be very difficult to comprehend her going to a team that seems like they have no direction, in my opinion, right now. I could see LT on there. I could see her.
I'm with you on all that.
It's just going to be an issue because there's a few teams in here that are not necessarily in win now mode. Like Chicago's not in win now mode. Even, I mean, I know that the Mystics were competing for a playoff spot, but I don't really consider them in win now mode. The Sparks as well. So it's going to be very interesting, to see if any of these coaches will take that opportunity of trying to build a team from the ground up. So we'll see.
That is definitely going to be the hard thing.
You said Steph coached at Vanderbilt and didn't get them anywhere, right? She coached there, I think, right before she was coaching Connecticut, I believe.
I forgot about that, yeah.
I had no idea. That's new news for me too. Yeah, I don't know what coach actually wants to come here and deal with the headache that's going on here in Chicago. Like the facility, we know the facility is coming, but we don't know when that's going to actually be built. Doubt it's going to be ready for 2025 season. But it's like the front office, you don't know how they're gonna be. You just never know. It's no have a good track record for you to get somebody. So I feel like LT got to be like she's already she's already from a bad team as it is. So I mean, I can't think nobody else actually coming here want to deal with that. I wouldn't want to deal with.
But even when you look at the rumblings of LT, it's like, look at her product last year. Yes, they were injured, but they were still talented enough to not finish second to last in the league. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you fired Teaspoon when she had multiple things against her, but all LT had to do was deal with injuries, and they still finished worse than Chicago. So is this a lateral move, or is it, you know what I'm saying? Like, or is it an upgrade? Because last year, and granted, the year before that, the Wings didn't make it to the playoffs, but last year that team had enough talent and people got back healthy enough in time for them to honestly make a playoff push. And when they had everyone back, they did not play well at all. Like they played poor. Like it was terrible.
They played bad. Like they
did. Like it was shocking. Like
we was in a group chat talking about like, yo, what is going on? they were so bad. But I don't know. And then I think like all this, I know a new coach coming in gonna be thinking like, yo, they probably thinking like Angel out of here. They probably think she's gonna leave. And that's another thing. That's another thing to the whole thing for looking for a coach. Like, how long am I able
to with a big personality like Angel?
Yes,
not a lot to deal with.
Yes, because that shit is rising and rising. Each week it's something else with her. Each week, you know what I'm saying? So as close as we get to the we'll talk about that later.
We definitely get into that because I got a lot to say.
If we go, we'll say that for the end. We'll get all the hoop shit out the way, and then we'll say that for the end because I figure you had a lot to say. But I just don't know. Like you said, has a big personality. Then you don't even know when if she's actually gonna leave, if she's gonna stay there. So it's like, then it's like if she leaves, it's gonna be like you in a for sure rebuild. So who knows what's gonna go on there? How about your Mystics? You
know what? I'm gonna be positive today for the Mystics. I'm gonna say luck is going to be on our side for the draft, and I'm gonna say that we're gonna pick second because I'm gonna give y'all my reasoning. Okay, the Commanders are doing well. They picked second this year, right? They were trash last year. Picked second this year. The Wizards picked second this year. So this is the year that the Mystics are going to get the second pick.
So it's a trend.
Yep, I'm
going with the trend.
I'm saying luck is going because they're.
Are you superstitious?
Say it again.
Are you superstitious?
Not really. Not really. But yeah, I'm just talking trash. I really don't know what they're gonna do. I have no clue what direction they're going in. I don't know. Whoever they hire is going to tell me a lot about what they're trying to do. But honestly, if they're trash for the next 2 years to go get Juju, I'll be okay with that too.
Get Juju.
I mean,
nothing wrong with that.
That's fine.
Hey, you know what? Matter of fact, Chicago, can y'all just tank? Like
they were supposed to.
They were supposed to, and their coach got fired still. I guess she was the only one that missed the memo.
Hey, where do the Mystics play? Do they play where the Wizards play?
No, they play. Yeah. It's a smaller. They used to. It's a small. They play. They built their own arena for them.
Word.
Yeah, it's a smaller arena. A smaller arena. I would say.
Speaking of the Mystics, let me ask y'all this: do we feel like Shakira not being healthy over the past couple of years has kind of stunted their growth as a franchise?
Investing in Elena Delle Donne stunted their growth because
that's another one, yeah.
Of her, and I say as respectfully as possible because it's not something that she can help. But like when you have an immune disorder like that, it's too unpredictable.
Yeah.
But we know how great of a player Elena Delle Donne is. So I would have bet all my money on her as well.
Absolutely.
But when you have a player that was in and out of the lineup, had back issues as well, like it's so major that they put all their eggs in that basket. And she did what she had to do when she came here. She won a championship. So she did her part. So with them coring her and kind of keeping her hostage, I don't agree with that in this circumstance because she's given this franchise everything. You know what I'm saying? So as for Shakira, I'm just seeing another Elena Delle Donne situation all over again. The hip is very difficult to recover from because like you said with your shoulder, Jay, with your hip, you don't realize how much you have to use your hip until you injure your hip.
Mm-hmm.
And, this is speaking from being a therapist for 10 years, 11 years, and having patients that have hip replacements or hip surgery and just seeing like the amount of pain that they're in. So I can imagine like a professional athlete trying to recover from a nagging hip injury because it seems like it's not getting better. Like it seems like she literally played for a few games and then had to sit. You know what I'm saying? Like, is she going to be dealing with this for the rest of her career? Like, what are we doing? Are we moving on from her? Is she extending her contract? What exactly are they doing? So I think that's the first order of business. Are we giving her the keys to this franchise and telling her, hey, it's your team? Or are we putting our eggs in another basket? They got a lot of questions to answer.
Say what now?
They got a lot of questions to answer.
No, they do. Is she playing in any off-season leagues?
She was playing overseas last year, so
man,
they announced her number. I don't know.
I don't think
Shakira.
So.
I thought.
Damn, I think Shakira isn't on arrival.
I think she is, but I don't remember for sure.
I think she is. I think they just added another name today.
They added Aaliyah Edwards today. It's been fucking like 4 months.
Just announced all the 30 players. Who y'all sending Kate Martin? First of all,
people was mad at my tweet. I
didn't see that. She doing all right. Yeah, she is.
She's in there, yeah.
So I mean, if she got a hit, man, you gotta let that little shit.
She doing a rival. Oh, child. That's gonna be
3-on-3.
That's gonna be interesting. Okay, we'll
3
see
on
how
3 is not for everybody.
And that's all I was saying about my Kate Martin thing. Like, listen, I like Kate. I think she seems like a very great kid, like great story. I wasn't saying she can't play basketball. I was just saying that I'm not trying to watch her play 3-on-3. Like when I watch 3-on-3, I like to see people that can create their own shot and can go out and get a bucket. She's more of a I'm gonna stand in the corner and shoot a 3 type of player, which is fine. That's her bag. I'm not trying to see that when I'm watching 3-on-3. Can it be useful in 3-on-3? Absolutely. But I just tweeted my preference and said, I'm not trying to see Kate Martin play 3-on-3, bro. And I'm not.
That's the truth, though. Everybody know 3-on-3 is different, though. Come on, man. You can't hide on defense. You know what I'm saying?
We saw it in the Olympics when our team was getting smoked out there.
Yeah. Oh my God. I forgot about that. They were getting smoked.
Jesus Christ. Oh my God.
Yo, I forgot about that.
Nobody on there could create, like, except Ryan Howard, but she was just flat out missing.
Yo, she was you was so mad too. Hey, Lo was so mad when it was getting cooked.
I was furious.
Who else was on that team? It was Ryan, it was De'Erica,
Haley Van Liff, and then the girl's name Sierra.
You were fuming.
Fuming.
I did not know Elena wanted to come to the Aces last season. I didn't know that.
I think I heard
that's the word. That's the word around town.
I had no idea.
That was the word around town. Now if she could have stayed healthy, if she could have been, even if it wasn't EDD's like full potential, even if it was like 70% of her, they would have went crazy, bro. They would have went crazy.
Oh yeah.
3-level score.
I want to see her. I want to see her hoop again, man. I really do. I really want to see her. I
think if the Mystics core her again this year, I think she's done. She'll retire. It's hard to sit out 2 whole years and not play. Like, it's hard to sit out 2 whole years, especially when you have an immune disorder and you got back issues. And she's around my age. She's like 34, I want to say, because she came out with Skylar and them. So I think we're the same year. Yeah.
Yeah, 13. Yeah.
Yeah, that's tough. 2 years is tough. You might be right though, man. Mrs. Do the right thing. Do the right thing, cause what you gonna do? Want to come back and play with this roster?
Man, I'm not. If I'm her, I'm not playing with the Mystics ever. I'm not donning a Mystics jersey ever.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why would y'all even do that shit? Let her be.
They gotta. Man, I think they're gonna try to do it again though. Honestly, unless they core. If they don't core her, they're gonna go core Shakira. Make sure she can't leave. That's what these teams about to start doing.
Yeah, absolutely, for sure. They damn sure gonna do that. Yeah. Nick, man, who think the Dream gonna get?
Who did we say last week?
We talked about them. We did talk about them.
We did talk about them last week. I can't remember exactly. I wouldn't be mad if Teaspoon went out there.
Oh, y'all said Tyler. But
Tyler.
Oh yeah, we did. I forgot we talked about them last week. Who else we got? Oh, who Connecticut gonna get? That's what just happened. That just happened yesterday.
I really don't know who they get, honestly.
They're probably gonna have to go get somebody from college, to be honest.
Yeah, somebody.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind. People were saying, I think we kind of touched on it too. People were saying Teaspoon for assistant coach for Vegas. I'm not mad at that.
Me either.
Y'all saw what I sent the other day about that?
Yes, bro. Out of pocket. Out of pocket. Out of pocket.
I can't repeat it.
I was gonna say I'm sure it's something wild for sure.
Hey, out of pocket.
They show seems like Tyler. People saying Tyler want to stay. So, and Brand January, a lot of people have her name going around. But she just signed to that G League, was it G League team?
I think it was, yeah.
I think she is able to do both because she does both kind of now, like G League and then the WNBA, but as an assistant coach, I don't know how it would be as a head coach. So that seems like that's a lot more work.
That seemed like a lot of work.
Yeah, so that's my only hesitancy. I just literally saw something about her signing on, but I think the seasons are opposite. Like they're not the same time, clearly. But still, I just feel like that would be a lot of work.
Oh yeah, I'm about to say the
A
G
lot
League
of
ends
work.
around like late March, like early April. So
Right.
you would
So
still
then
have
she
enough
would have
time
to
to
turn
just.
around and then go and but you trying to when you a head coach, you look in your scout and you're trying to do things,
It's like you're trying to be all in.
right,
So
exactly.
it's just
October
we
to
leave
me.
the same.
So that means she would get no break. That would be like she would be
No
starting
break.
in May and
She'll probably
then
get like at least like 2 weeks, maybe.
that's
at that.
crazy. That's crazy. But we'll see.
Yeah, that is nuts. I don't know about that. That is.
I'll take Teaspoon in DC too.
I bet you would.
I wouldn't be mad at that either. I ain't gonna lie.
I want her to be somewhere.
I mean, I don't agree with all her coaching things. Like, I think that she definitely made some mistakes last year, but that's normal. That's the first year head coach.
Yeah,
I think it's all fixable things. Like, I need to see, because clearly she knows X's and O's. I need to see, are you a leader of women? Are you like, how can you control the locker room? Because in the beginning of the year, everyone was saying the same thing. Teaspoon got these women ready to run through a wall for her. And then something changed. Social media done got in their locker room and created all this drama.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And so
them Sky fans are ruthless, dog. Can't even lie.
Man, what? And those are the new Sky fans, because the OG fans I follow, they don't be on that time, bro. Like they don't be on that time.
It brought a whole new. I mean, honestly, the Sky franchise make me not even want to root for their ass no more. It's always something. And it's gonna continue to be something. So I don't know.
Yeah, because them glory days with Candace Parker coming back and saving y'all are long gone, my friend.
But she did save us.
No more Candace, no more EDD, no more Sylvia Fowles.
Right.
All right.
None of that.
All right. It is bad. It's a list, man. It's so bad. Like, why would
y'all had like everybody that y'all like had come like the people that y'all drafted some solid like Hall of Fame players, and then you had Candace Parker come home and win one, like, and y'all still let her walk. Like that's crazy. She would have never left Chicago. Like what? This is
let
her
her
home.
just go.
Yeah.
Just bye. We don't need you anymore.
Yeah.
Just spit her out. Those Angel fans. Yeah, I'm sure it is the Angel fans. I'm sure it is.
And it's funny because they talk about Caitlyn fans, but I mean,
just as bad.
Angel fans are just as crazy.
Angel fans are they definitely go super hard for someone that they never met and probably will never meet, like a psychotic type of hard for her. But they're not racist like some of Caitlyn's fans. So I'll take Angel's delusional fans over Caitlyn's fans any day.
Oh yeah, her fans do be delusional. My God, they do be so delusional, so delusional. Before we do move on, I want to ask y'all this: why y'all think all these coaches is getting fired like this?
Who knows, man?
It's just out of nowhere, just like fired. Like, what the fuck?
I wonder if it has something to do with like ownership. But also a lot of I was reading something that said a lot of these coaches now, like, because again, most of these people aren't saying that they're getting fired. They keep saying parting ways. So some of these can be mutual, because also the coaches are going to get more money too when the CBA is renegotiated.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So,
because the one with Connecticut and Stephanie White was definitely parted ways. That was definitely said, but that was.
But like, so for when they said teaspoon, they definitely said fired. Like it was
that's true.
Mistaking. They did not mix their words at all.
Get your ass out of here.
Right.
Yeah.
But for even like for Trimmel, LT Trimmel, Coach Trimmel, like I literally saw the same thing. Like they said part ways, and I'm like, so
I think it was the same with Tanisha too.
Look, it's a YouTube video. It's a YouTube video where, one of them late night YouTube videos is a dude. He had a whole he did like a research of like comparing when white coaches and black coaches get fired.
Mm-hmm.
Like more times than not, our shit say fired and they should say parted ways.
Yeah.
Yo, I was up at like 3 in the morning, like, yo, this shit is crazy.
That honestly makes sense.
That is crazy though. That's wild.
That's super wild. But it's like, I guess it's like all like the lingo. It just says fired says so much more than parted ways. That is, like you said, it's mutual. Like, I don't want to be here no more. We don't want you. We up out of here. So
and then it makes it worse because
Worst case scenario, like what if a coach sits out for like a year or two, maybe go do college or whatever the case may be, then they come back when there's more money involved. I mean, because I was reading something that said the head coaches can make more than the NBA assistant coaches. And I think they had someone on there, like one of the assistant coaches, I forgot for what team, but makes like 2.5 million or something like that. And they were like, that's kind of the ballpark that they're trying to put these new coaches in for the WNBA.
Yeah, why not? I mean, hey,
I think Nate Tibbetts got 700,000, I believe. Was it 700,000?
They need the highest paid.
Yeah, was it 700,000? They show how much was it? I know you know. I think
you know it. Becky Hammond came in fresh, 1, 2 straight. Yeah, shit do like that do happen though. Other teams see shit happening like that. Like, hey, we ain't got no time. Coaches don't last no more. You're like growing up, like coaches, they be one coach forever for one team.
I mean, this is the most I've seen in a W though. Like this is unheard of.
Yeah, this is.
But the thing about it is that, like, how can you build a team if you just keep going from coach
exactly
to coach? That's the issue.
Exactly. Yes. Like I said, again, I'm not that huge on. I know, but I thought, oh, you're right, because Becky got 2 million. But was it 2 million?
I didn't know they was making millions. Oh, this is new to me.
So he must have got him. Or was it 1 point? I'm getting the millions confused with the CBA deal because I know that was what they were trying to say. Let me look it up.
That's crazy. I didn't know. I
do remember that he was the highest paid coach.
Yeah, she said he's the highest paid coach in W history.
Yeah, people were pissed because they were like, we never even heard of him. He got 1.2 million.
I was say, wasn't he like assistant coach in like Orlando or something? With the
right.
Magic?
Yeah, he came from Magic. Yeah. So that means Becky.
Becky going. I wonder what job, Becky. You think Becky's staying around until Pop retire?
That's what people are saying.
What, she gonna go to San Antonio?
So Becky is 1 million, whereas he was 1.7 million. So that's why people were pissed.
Well, I remember people was mad as fuck when she didn't get that job in Portland and Chauncey got it because Chauncey about to be up out of there.
Chauncey ain't doing.
He about to be out of there, man. Unfortunately.
Yo, watching we're gonna move on, but watching the Blazers, there is no direction.
Yeah, zero.
Not at all.
They got talent, but there's
that's
no
why
direction.
I don't know why Jeremy Grant's still there. Like, bro, get out of there.
And they overpaid him.
They did.
Yeah,
nobody wants to. That's the thing. Nobody wants the contract.
Well, was that them or was that Detroit? Because I think Detroit.
It was Detroit. Yeah.
So they traded for that bad contract. I thought they re-upped him. Damn, I don't know, but it is a bad contract.
I think they might. I think they did sign him to an extension, right?
I think they did.
I wouldn't be surprised if they did.
I think they did. I think Portland did, but yeah, Chauncey. Shout out to him being a Hall of Famer and all, but you up out of there, buddy.
Right, and also just real quick. I be seeing people on the timeline saying, "Oh, one of these W teams should go get Dawn Staley." Dawn ain't going nowhere.
Man, why
nowhere?
She ain't going nowhere.
Dawn's making more.
When you a king or a queen of a college team,
you going nowhere.
And you win.
Dawn's time, it was like what, 22 million for
20-some million,
7 years or something like that. Yeah, Dawn ain't going nowhere.
Dawn about to run college.
She is South Carolina. She about to run for president at a university. Okay, stop playing.
She is definitely that. She is definitely she Pat Summit. She is Gino. She Coach K. She like them. Like,
I tell you, Dawn got the next 20 plus years.
Yes.
I was just say, out of the people you just named, Dawn is at the bottom of that list, respectfully.
Oh yeah, for sure.
However,
she just getting started.
That's what I'm saying. However, she's at the bottom of that list. However, because like I think it was something I read that. So we all know Pat has been, God rest her soul, has been gone and has been coaching for a very, very long time. And she still holds some of the records. And I'm like, bruh, it's like she's been gone for a while. So,
wow.
You know what I'm saying? She's still holding some of those records, especially after those, stack teams that Gino had and how you kind of just dominated for years and years and years. Like the fact that she still holds some of those records. I'm like, oh yeah, Pat was in her bag. Like
bag.
But she started young. Like I read her book. I think she started coaching at like 22, 21, something like that.
Oh, she got a book? I would read that. I would definitely read that. I had no idea. But yeah, Dawn definitely the bottom of that list, but she's definitely building that. She ain't going nowhere type thing. Like that is her. South Carolina, you think about Dawn. You don't even think about players right away. You think about her.
Facts. So. And that's the thing is when you think about South Carolina, you think about women's basketball. You don't think about any other sport there. You think about women's basketball.
And it's great too because the men's team was actually pretty good last year, but obviously not as good as the women's
literally
team.
had no clue.
They made the tournaments. They weren't good enough.
People don't even talk about people do talk about South Carolina football, but not like when you hear South Carolina, you think of basketball program.
Bro, I be seeing on
TV.
TV.
Go ahead, Nick.
I was saying, I be seeing them on TV, bro. Like the traffic is crazy going into games.
The first time I heard about South Carolina football team was literally this year. I've never heard about them before. Like I in regards to like not even people saying like they're bad or good. I just have literally never heard anyone talk about them. It's always been
you might have heard about them because it was a young man who got a sack in the fourth quarter when they was losing. He did that stupid ass gun celebration. But
that was from South Carolina?
Yeah, he pointed at the player, the quarterback on the ground. So that's probably why you heard about him. Because what the fuck are you doing?
I think that was it.
Listen, it's one thing to do the gun celebration, but when he started pointing at somebody while he's standing over him,
he's trying to be Gilbert Arenas.
What's up with these kids doing this fake gun stuff? Like, come on.
I hate it.
Cut it
I hate it. I don't like being an old man, but I hate that shit.
I hate it too. Like, stop.
Why are we doing the guns up? Nick, what up, Nick? He's not.
I can't lie. You know, sometimes when I listen to rap, sometimes I might do it here and there. I be in the car though, so nobody see it. Nobody be seeing it.
Yeah, but you're not in public like this.
No, I'm not in public. No, I'm not doing it in public.
Hey, bro, Nick be the mirror like this. Yeah.
I'll be at red lights.
Listen to his turbo.
Listen to his turbo. You know what I'm saying? But no, I hate that shit. Like, you doing it, you rapping the song like you in it. They're playing football, they score, and they shooting a gun at people.
Right.
I don't know.
That's a wild celebration.
I think it's sending the wrong message.
Man, and somebody gave my son a little toy gun. I threw it away, bro. He 2. I'm not giving him no toy gun to play with.
What? That's crazy.
You're not playing with no gun, bro. Like, no, you can get it at another age, buddy.
Listen.
You can't even get him a basketball.
He was violent.
I said he can play with a basketball. I said a gun.
No, I'm saying like whoever got him the gun, like you could have given him a basketball or something. You got to
right. Like, why are you giving him a fake gun, like a toy gun? Like he's 2.
That's a crazy choice. All right, y'all got anything about these teams? No.
Nope.
It'll be interesting offseason. That's all I got to
say.
It
is. I will say, and I tweeted the other day, I said that this might be one of the wildest WNBA seasons we see next year because of all the new coaches, because of the new team, and then we have the other expansion teams coming the following year. But then on top of that, all the free agents, and like we've all kind of been saying these last couple of weeks, this is probably the most we're going to see the 1-year deals because the women are ready to get paid in 2026.
Mm-hmm. You feel me?
They deserve.
Yeah, they do deserve it. So, order the news that came out this week. FanDuel had a mock draft. And got everybody up in arms because, matter of fact, I got the graphic.
I got the list right here.
There we go.
There we go.
The one thing that got everybody pissed off was Raven Johnson going to the sky at 11. And Nick and Lo always got a back and forth about it. I don't know how the hell I got roped up in this, but I got roped up.
I don't know how I got roped up in it.
What you mean? You've been arguing with me about Raven since we started the show.
But this is my thing, Nick. What have I ever said? Like, I from your perspective, I just want you to hear what I just want to hear what you think I think about Raven. Like, what have you heard from me that I said about her?
Actually, that's funny. I mean, I'll be real. You haven't said anything bad, but you're not as high on her. You're clearly not as high on her as I am. You know what I mean? You talked about a lot of her flaws, especially on offense, and I agree. I definitely agree, but I love Raven Johnson. She's my personal favorite point guard in the country. But I will say this, like when it comes to this list, and I saw everybody going on about Raven being on this list, and even Raven has responded on social media and everything. I've been on record saying that I think she should wait till next year. I think maybe there's a couple more years of college, continue to develop your offense, continue to just develop all around, like your game all around. I think she should be ready. And that 2026 class is going to be really good. I mean, you talk about her, Flau'jae, and a couple other players, Taniyah Latson, Cody McMahon, a couple other players, Kiki Rice. So that's going to be a pretty good draft to go into. But I mean, even aside from that, from shooting, like what other weaknesses does Raven have in her game? I mean, she's a really good defender. She's a terrific playmaker. So that's really the only flaw to me that she has in her game. So that's why I think an extra year will do wonders for her, especially her going into 2026.
And she has another year?
I want to say she does because didn't she redshirt one of the years?
I feel like we always forget this. I feel like we actually before about
it's always like the red shirt and then the COVID year.
I don't think she redshirted.
I thought she did. The year that they won a couple years ago.
Ain't no way we still got no damn COVID years.
Some people still do. There's 28-year-olds still playing football. Right?
Yeah, that is.
Because I looked up her stats because I wanted to see
COVID year. That's crazy. Still have COVID years. Raven does have another year.
Yeah, she didn't play 2021, 22. She played.
Yeah, that was the year when they beat UConn in the championship.
Got it. Yes. Okay. So she still has 1 year left. Okay. I agree. I think she should stay. Why not? You'll join the SAC team. But that's the thing. That is the thing too. It's like, if she does improve, well, the thing is, she would still be starting. So technically, yeah, you can. But also South Carolina has so many weapons. So can she really show her ability to score, from 1 year to the next? I mean, she did improve from last year to this year. She actually doubled her scoring. The year before last, she only averaged 4 points. Last year she averaged 8 points. But one thing I will say that I like about Raven is even if her shot's not falling, I do think that she has to get better with her shooting. She just has to, and her ability to finish around the rim. But when her shot's not falling, I think that she does other things really, really well. Like she's a great defender. She rebounds and she can play make, like Nick said. So for people acting like she's not going to make the WNBA, I think she will make a team, but I think in order for her to stay in the WNBA, she has to bring that scoring up a little bit more. Like she has to be able to at least be a threat out there. Like even if she's not looking to score, at least take a shot to keep the defense honest. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
I think in either draft, in 2026. I mean, I'll have to go back and look at the list. I could maybe see top 10, maybe like 8 to 10 range, depending on what that draft looks like. It just all depends.
I mean, yeah, because we don't know, who's coming out and all of that.
Also, doesn't Olivia have an extra year too, or no?
She should. I mean, because she redshirted last year, right? So
yeah, she did.
She should have another year. But you have right now, they have tentatively Lauren Betts coming out, Ashlyn Watkins, but we don't know what's going on with that.
Right.
Kiki Rice, Tamia Gardner, Janiyah Barker, Flage. So I agree. I think if she is to go next year, she'll be a top 10 for sure.
She's technically a top 10 because the Aces don't get no pick.
You mean if she went this year?
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, also the FanDuel one, but they had. So this is my thing. On the FanDuel one, they had Georgia Amore lower than Raven Johnson. To me, I don't know. I don't think
and Rory Harmon. I don't know.
Right,
Rory Harmon.
I saw that too, and I was like,
yeah. And would it be in FanDuel? I'm more so looking at it more so like, are they doing like, like betting odds?
That's probably what it is.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like this is just a fun list. Like I've seen other lists, but this is the most up to date one.
Right.
And mock draft
on ESPN, they had the one on ESPN had Georgia Amore at 12 going to Phoenix.
Nah, that's crazy. Georgia Amore at least top. I mean, depending on what draft, she's definitely top 5 to me.
This is a very, very early mock draft, but
right. So the ones that are set in stone that seems to be pretty consistent so far that I've seen are Paige at 1, Kiki at 2, and Anissa at 3. After 3, it starts to get a little. It goes either AZ Fudd or it goes Olivia Miles. Like so, that's where it starts to get a little tricky in that area.
But even just looking at that, I'm
Olivia come out for real. What up? Who is that? Hacksaw. What's happening, bro?
I'm not big on Anissa in Chicago. If that were to happen, especially
they already have bigs, but it depends on who they're going to keep. Which 6 are they going to save? Who they going to keep? I think that'll be big, but for sure they're going to have Camilla and Angel there. Period.
Yeah.
Yo, people talk. Look, People talk about Angel so much to the point, yo, I forgot all about Cardoso until you just said her name.
I think Camilla's gonna have a big year next season.
She's been out of sight, out of mind. You know, she's been chilling. She ain't been all over the place, but Angel has.
I think this time overseas is gonna really help her too. Help her game. Help her be more aggressive.
She came along.
She has.
A long way throughout the season. She was running the floor better. She was doing a lot of things better than I really
did. I feel like Teaspoon could have done a better job as like running the offense through like some possessions.
I agree, but the issue with that is the guards couldn't get her the ball outside of game. So it's like you can call her all you want, but if they can't get her the ball, what you gonna do? Well, somebody told me that it's Teaspoon's fault that the guards don't know how to do post entry passing.
That's not necessarily true.
I said so.
She's not responsible for Dana Evans trying to throw an entry pass and then hitting it on like the rim.
But these are pros though.
That's my thing. It's hard when you're a pro to already not go into the pro game, not knowing how to do a post entry pass.
That ain't Teaspoon's fault.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't understand how you put that on the coach that's only been coaching her for less than 3 months. Like what? 4 months.
They definitely did. And I definitely saw people saying like they was trying to force feed Angel so she could get records and shit like that.
That is oh my gosh, that is so come on now.
I hated it.
They're gonna start any narrative.
That's how I know that people don't really watch hoops, because anyone that watched Teaspoon plays knows how much a competitor she was. Hell, you can see how much even when they would put her on the sideline and mic her up, you can see how competitive and passionate she is about basketball. And y'all think she worrying about a damn double record? Come on, bro. It's about winning games. Stop it.
It really is improving. Like people really don't. It's too much video games. Now I wouldn't say that because I like video games. It's too many like stat watching. You're not really enough.
Yeah, box score watching, looking at plus and minus bullshit.
Yeah, I hate plus and minus, just so y'all know. I hate it.
We eye test people.
We definitely do. But anything else about this list? I think it's just fun. I like this is just conversation shit. Like Pow going to the Storm. I don't know.
I wouldn't be mad at that, honestly.
I wouldn't be mad at that.
But I saw Pow going to oh no, it was Fudd going to New York. I was like, no, that would be wild. Even though I think she stays another year too. Why would she leave? She's been injured half of her career.
Rory just being at 13 is just crazy to me.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. I know she came off the ACL injury.
Yeah, so you can go off of. But man, God,
this could be a big year for her. I mean, she's gonna have to, she's gonna have to show a lot, because I'm sure she sees this kind of stuff too. The same way we see it, they all see it too.
I don't wish Dallas on Kiki.
Man, me too. I'm not gonna lie.
True.
Yeah,
bro, Kiki can't go to Dallas. Like, I'm not gonna hold you. Like,
I mean, she could be the turning point for the franchise. Who knows?
She ain't gonna get the ball because Enrique gonna be shooting that thing. Okay,
she gonna let that shit go.
Like, come on.
At every rip, any chance you
gotta get rid of. Well, I'm interested to see the 6 that Dallas would save anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean,
Tyler
Howard's already gone.
I keep forgetting about that shit.
The 6 would have to include their draft pick, or no, it's not. It's not their draft pick.
Mm-mm. Okay. I'm glad you keep bringing that up, because I keep forgetting about that. That's you gotta save 6. So
for the wings, it's clearly Enrique.
Mm-hmm.
Satu.
I would core Satu. You ain't going nowhere, sister girl.
Yeah, you ain't going nowhere.
Satu. Kalani, they'll probably, because they just signed her to an extension.
What about Big T? I ain't gonna lie.
Big T gotta go.
Yeah, me too. I'm like, nah, you gotta get out of here. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
respectfully.
Big T's gone. Unless you're going to trade her, but I don't know. Who want? I mean, I'm trying to be respectful. Like, not who wants her like that, but you know what I'm saying? Like, what team would she fit on?
The issue is Big T could be like a double machine to me.
Bruh, easily.
Literally, if she wanted to.
What'd you say? I missed. I was reading chat. What'd you say?
Sure.
I was saying Big T could easily be a double machine if she was more assertive. She's that good to me.
Yeah. And I'm with you, I try to be respectful with these talking about athletes, because I don't want to say nobody want them or they trash or this.
I don't mean it like that, literally.
Right? Yeah.
So okay, those are only 4. Y'all got Enrique, Satu, JC, Kalani. Like that's only 4.
Who else is on the team? What about Maddie?
Maddie, they gotta keep Maddie. And then
I can't think of the roster right now.
I'm about to say after that.
Because Natasha Howard already left.
Yeah, Natasha Howard's gone. She already announced that.
Deshaun said that's it, but that's 5. Don't they gotta keep one more?
Anyway, probably Big T.
So if you get rid of Big T, then I can see Kiki coming there.
We're gonna see.
You gotta get rid of Big T though. All right, let's do this last topic so we can wrap up.
Let's get up out of here. I know everybody know what's been going on with Shaq and what's the name? Angel Reese.
What's it called? Unapologetics or something like that.
What's the name of our podcast?
I think it's like Unapologetic or something like that.
Angel or something like that.
It's just 6. It's just a max of 6, so you don't have to protect 6. Oh
yeah, I did read that. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah, you're right. And protect up to 6. Yes.
Got you. If people gonna feel a certain way, if they only keep 2 people anyway.
Well, the thing is also they're saying the WNBA doesn't have to release like the ones that they catch. You know what I'm saying? Like the ones that they're, which is so soft. Like I want to see it. I want to see who y'all decided to keep.
Yeah, I do. I definitely want to see that.
But that will cause conflict. So
yeah, it will. I forget the whole quotes. I should have pulled it up, but we all know the situation happened with Angel Reese and Shaq. I've been seeing a lot of guys, older guys, saying like, that's just it is playing. And I don't think a lot of people realize like she was uncomfortable. You could see it,
uncomfortable.
You could like see her skin, but the biggest thing for me was like being somebody like myself who like I've worked with kids, I've mentored people, and it's like once you like make them feel uncomfortable, like you lost their trust. Like he was supposed to be like a big uncle. You can't be calling yourself Uncle Shaq. Like I got plague nieces and shit like that, and then they looking for advice. You talking to them, you start talking like that. It's like they felt you was like a comfort zone because all these men do want her because she wear the clothes she wears, so she always getting all the different stuff. Then she feels comfortable, have you on her platform, and then you start talking about shorts and dunking and doing all that shit. It is like for a young lady in this world, a young black woman at that, she probably is like another one. Like, how do I escape this? So it's just like, and seeing so many people defending Shaq and saying he didn't mean it this way, or
it's he meant it that way. He meant it that way, literally.
It was just the wrong time to be playing like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's you should never play like that, but that was just the wrong time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It was just bad. I didn't want to keep reading. It was just so much. It was like, yo, you dudes do not like women. like the comments I was seeing and just saying like, if you wear these shorts, what you expect somebody to do? Well, listen, man. Listen, you can't even grab on women at the strip club. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you do that, they're tossing your ass up out of there. And you're coming to see them look a certain way. So, you damn sure just can't be doing that to somebody who trusts you and you calling yourself an uncle. Now you come off as a weird uncle. You know what I'm saying? Shaq already got this weird shit going on, messing with all the young girls in the first place. So, it was already a check mark before he even said what he said because we see you in these photos. Even if they don't have your face in it, we know your big ass body. Am I lying?
Oh, yeah.
I know y'all seen that photo.
You talking about that meme with him seeing him behind that little ass?
No. It's a photo of a girl, a young chick.
Yeah, and he's standing behind her talking about it's not him. Like Shaq, we all know you.
Oh
like,
yeah,
that's you. Like
Shaq.
We know your tattoos. Why you got a tank top on? Like, so it's just you already had that. You was already doing that, messing with the young girls, and then you go on Angel Reese podcast saying this crazy shit. So it's just all bad for him, man. He's just been looking bad lately, and I hate that for Shaq because he's one of my favorite players, favorite people. Like Shaq, cool, but it's just like now it's just he hurting. You can see it. He hurt bad. Like, I don't know, Nick, what you got, man? I'll leave it to y'all.
To me, I mean, like when you try to embrace being an uncle to a young woman like that, you gotta like understand like there's certain levels that come to it. You can't be on a podcast saying, "Oh, you with those little ass shorts, this and this and that." Like many people could say that, "Oh, he didn't come off as that." To me, I thought he came off as that. It seemed like that, and you could tell Angel was mad uncomfortable. She was like, "Okay, okay," like she was like literally trying to change the topic after that, and it's just I don't get these people like in their 40s and up like going for young 20-year-olds, bro. Like it's just weird to me. Like I don't get what's wrong with being or dating in your age bracket. To me, like I ain't saying y'all got to be the same age. Hell, you could be 5 years older, 5 years younger, or even a decade. Who knows? But I don't know. Like to me, like Shaq is what mid-50s or something like that. And I
Yeah.
heard that he was dating. How old is he?
52.
Okay, so early 50s, still in your 50s. And then I heard something he was dating like some 21, 22-year-old, which is just crazy to me because Sharif is like in his early 20s. You know what I'm saying? Like your kids are around the same age, bro. Like most of these girls weren't even born when you won your first championship. How crazy is that shit, man? Like, come on, man. That's crazy to me, man. But I'll be real, it was just very weird. And then we didn't even get into the whole lower the rim thing, which was just absolutely insane to
I
me.
hate that so much.
I'm really getting tired of people saying it. Even Michael Porter Jr. was on. I can't remember exactly what pod he was on, but he was
Pivot,
even saying that as well. I think it was Pivot. Yeah, it was Pivot. Like, who cares if they are dunking or not? I mean, we've clearly seen women dunk on 10-foot rims. Lisa Leslie did it. Brittany Griner's done it. Sylvia Fowles did it a couple years ago in the All-Star game. It's clearly possible now. Look, they're not doing it on a regular basis, but who cares? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't watch the game. I don't watch basketball just to watch people dunk. There's more to the game than just dunking to me. So it's like, if that's how you love basketball, then I don't know what to tell you. But I just get so tired of that stuff like that, man. And the Shaq is just, it's just creep behavior. It's just creep behavior. That's pretty much all I could put it.
Before you go low, when I hate when people talk about like the dunking, like, yeah, we do love dunking. Like growing up, that was part of the game. Like you always saw that. That was for the men I'm talking about. But it's like now the way the NBA is now, yes, we still see dunks. But if you go watch an NBA game now, how many dunks do you see in the game?
Everybody's shooting threes.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. Like when you watch an NBA game, like think about the Suns and the Lakers the other night. How many dunks did you see? I'm trying to remember like how many. AD probably had a couple dunks. I don't even think Bron dunked the other night. You don't never see KD dunk. When the last time you see Devin Booker dunk? You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's just like I don't like lower the rim. It'd be more exciting. Like the game is the game now. Like we watch the NBA and they shoot all the time. We're not seeing dunks. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I hate that. I really hate when people bring that up about that.
It's just a piss poor, lazy,
weak
solution, argument, opinion. It's just piss poor, and I wish people would just be honest and say that they enjoy watching men dunk on each other. Like, let's call it what it is. You enjoy watching men get sweaty and jump and dunk on each other. That's what it is. Like, because you literally saying, oh, it's not exciting because they don't dunk. So that means you only watch the NBA to watch men dunk on each other. What? Like, that's literally the least thing I'm watching when I watch the NBA. And I'm a woman. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's literally the furthest thing from my mind. Like, I'm actually watching the skill of basketball. Like, you know, how you're playing basketball, the schemes that you're doing. Like, you know, the defensive things that you're trying to do to stop the best player in the other team. Like, I'm actually watching the game. I'm not watching the game for dunks. Like, and of course, some things are exciting when, you know, Anthony Edwards jumps over somebody or dunks on somebody. But how often does that happen? Like, he's a freak of nature, so it might happen a couple times a year. But in the totality of things, like, it happens very sparingly when we're talking about someone really getting dunked on like that. So I think it's just a piss poor, like,
weak, lazy.
It's just a weak argument. And then on top of that, Shaq, you have a daughter that's about to go plays at Florida. Like, how ignorant is that to say when you literally have a daughter that's playing collegiate basketball? Like, that to me, that is just another misogynistic like viewpoint. And but if you were wearing those little shorts and if you were, you know, dunking, more men will watch. Like, why can't men just watch because the product is good? As simple as that. It's the purest product of basketball, purest form of basketball. Like, so that's frustrating and irritating to me. So he already started off on the wrong foot. And then just being a creep, like a fucking creep. Like, You are 30 years older than her. Her mom is 1 year older than you. You are literally the age that her dad probably is. And you talking about her in little shorts, and then you double down. Like, she was visibly and audibly uncomfortable. And you keep doubling down, bringing the conversation back up. Like, and it was just like, you can tell, it's almost like when people were like, well, he was just joking. Like, do y'all have social cues? Like, do y'all understand social cues? Like, anyone that has any type of emotional intelligence can see that she was uncomfortable, period. Like, this is someone that you, quote unquote, took under your wings and is your niece and you're mentoring her, and now you made her feel uncomfortable. She's never going to forget that moment in her life. She's literally never going to forget it. And just for me, I'll speak from personal experience. Like, when I was in high school, I was like, I had zero body. Like, I was flat before I went through puberty. Like, flat, nothing, right? Flat as the fucking table, okay? And I went through puberty and my body like completely changed. And when I started going through puberty, I got a lot more attention from guys. Like, and it's a very uncomfortable feeling when you're just like figuring out your body. And around that age, because I went through puberty late, so I was probably like close to her age, like 18, 19, like transitioning into that 20, 21-year-old age. And so it's a very uncomfortable feeling. And so for you to go from like, you know, still getting attention, but then it's like exacerbated because your body is changing and guys are liking how your body's changing. Then you go on national TV or your podcast and you have this man that's supposed to be your mentor talk about your body, like in front of, you knowing millions of people are going to see this because she's Angel Reese and she, you know, she's a brand in herself. So it's just very disheartening. And you know, I'm sure she has a mistrust for him. Like, she might still have a working relationship with him, but please believe that she don't trust this man, and she never will trust him.
Don't. And he's the president of Reebok, and that's even, you know what I'm saying? It's like he the president of Reebok. She got a sponsorship of Reebok now, right?
Yeah, endorsement.
She's supposed to have her own shoe like the next year.
I was gonna say, yeah, she's supposed to be dropping her own signature shoe.
Yeah, so it's like that's weird, and then it's like, and for somebody who's media trained like Shaq, to not even, it felt like he didn't even, like he picked up on the clues and didn't
care. Right. Yeah. And that's worse. So not only did you pick up on him, but you really didn't care either. So you were okay. What if the thing is, Shaq, you have 3 children out of 6 that are older than Angel Reese. Why are you looking at her in little shorts? Like it's, to me, it's just nasty. Like, that's just gross, bro. Like, but it just goes back to show some men will be men. Like, that's just, they view women for one thing, and that's what it is. No matter the age, no matter the race, no matter anything, they just view women for that one thing. And Shaq is one of those men. I mean, look at him when he did that creepy stuff with the girl from Home Depot. She was young. He was in her DM.
He did do that creepy shit.
And he pull up to, then he pull up to the Home Depot too. Like, that is weird. Like, that is weird. That. Yeah. Like, he's a fucking weirdo.
Man, it's sad. Like, for, you know, the one thing that fucked me about the whole thing, the one thing Shaq said was, you need to put on them little shorts you had on there wilding out in Chicago. Yo,
like, he pinpointed it.
The whole location, everything, man.
Yo, it was crazy. I knew exactly what he was talking about because I saw the video too, but it was like, yo, you really, that was stuck in your mind. He was like, I'm gonna bring this shit up.
Right.
Like, I ain't gonna never forget this. You know, right.
But my thing is also, Jay, like, what kind of made me even more cringy, it was like, if you realize that this was recorded and millions of people were going to see it, imagine what he says when the cameras aren't rolling.
Yes.
Imagine the stuff that she probably has to ignore when the cameras aren't rolling. And that is disheartening for me. Like, it's just very disheartening for me. Like,
yes. I really want to know, like, what was said, like, afterward. I want to know how her mom feel and all that shit. And that was like,
it couldn't be me. It couldn't be me because you're not grooming my child in front of me.
No, and then it's like it's a whole sticky situation, like I said, with him being whatever he is to Reebok and shit. So it's like it's so weird now. So it's like,
I know she.
And it happens so much. It happens so much where like women lose trust of men they really thought was a safe space.
And then also, just for the men in the comments who said, "Well, she shouldn't wear those little shorts," have some self-control. You can't control yourself based on what a woman wears.
Have some sexual control.
Like, she's 22. At 22, girls wear little shorts. They wear no clothes. She has a nice body. She's worked hard for her body. Why can't she show it off? That means that y'all have to say something sexual. that means you can't just look with your eyes and keep it moving. Like, we're not saying don't look. You know what I'm saying? Like, for the people that are age appropriate.
Yeah.
But you get what I'm saying? Like, I just hate that. I just hate that because it's even like people go as far as to say, well, you know, in the case of like, let's say, and this is going kind of too far, but it happens as well. Let's say in the case of rape, right? People are like, well, what was she wearing? Like, why does that matter? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yo, that happens so much.
We victim blaming, like instead of blaming the person that's
terrible,
like the person that's doing the wrongdoing. You know what I'm saying?
I hate that too. No, I definitely hate that. And now it's just so many. And I said to y'all, I'll be like, man, I can't even look at these girls. Like, dude, I'll be seeing dudes my age or older. Like, yo, do you know what?
Nah, you have said that. You have said that before the group chat.
You know what? Like, do you know what this uniform means when you see a WI or EI? That's college.
Yeah.
And if it says freshman, she's 18, dog. Like, no.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we 20 years apart. Like, I'm not.
Right.
I got a niece who about to be 17.
What the fuck y'all got in common?
Nothing.
Y'all got in common.
I was with my niece last weekend. There's nothing ever. If she was 18, there's nothing there's nothing. Like, we talk about stuff because I'm her uncle, but dating wise, I was like, how to do what? That's not even, you know what I'm saying? And I get it. I know a lot of dudes they're predators. So they go up to young girls because their minds ain't going to think as fast as somebody who's 52.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that's usually an ego thing. That's a guy thing. Like, he can't deal with somebody who hold him accountable.
Yep. Oh, you preaching it. You potting, boy.
Jay, is there?
That's basically what that is. So, like, you funny, but that's basically what it is. So then it's like they could just a young girl 9 times out of 10, i.e. Anthony Edwards, baby mama right now, they go through anything until they fed up. You know what I'm saying? Like, they go through anything. And an older dude know that. An old dude know, like, man, I ain't dealing with hell no. Somebody my age, a woman 52, she ain't dealing with my shit.
Right.
So, but I'm not saying, so y'all know that's right for him to be doing. I'm just saying that's what predators do. That's how they think. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what they be on. Yeah, you know, that's what they be on. So, but yeah, we had to address that shit because that shit was just uncomfortable and just seeing so many dense people on the internet. Dense. I don't give a fuck what she wearing. That don't mean you could just say. They don't even wear them. Do you think?
Especially when you're calling her uncle, when you consider her as your niece.
Right.
Literally.
I hate it.
Shaq
I hate when people do that.
Yeah.
Because people, when you say uncle, auntie, that means something. You know what I'm saying? Like, that really does mean something.
That means I embrace you as family, even if we not blood.
Yes. You know what I'm saying? And you do this? Hell no. So that's just bad. It's definitely time for Shaq to get off TV. They need to hurry up and get that shit, get this year done.
You see what this show said?
Because it's just so bad. It's just, I don't like all our favorites is turning to be cornballs. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people not going to remember Shaq for what he did in 2000, 2003. You know what I'm saying? They going to remember this shit. Like, Angel Reese fans don't know what Shaq did at all.
That's true. That is true. The young kids don't know. They don't know the Shaq that we know. They know they know the Papa John Shaq on the commercials.
TNT
they know
Shaq
on TNT. Yeah, like they don't know what was that movie called? Shazam.
They don't know none of that. Like,
they don't know about You Can't Stop the Rain.
That's one of my favorite Hoop movies, by the way. Hoop Blue Chips, but they don't know none of that shit. They know creepy TNT. They probably don't watch basketball. Shaq. That's what they. That's it. That's all they know. So it's like, man, hey. But that's all I got on that shit, man. We had to address it because it's just creepy shit. One thing before I do get up out of here, y'all go vote because by next week, I mean, we may not even come back on Tuesday because the voting's on Tuesday. But one thing I will say, I'm not gonna tell you who to vote for. I'm not gonna do none of that. But I will say, damn your party that you love so much is about morals. That's what this shit is about. Like, if you just somebody with a brain, it's about more. I'm not saying go vote for this person or that person. But I'm pretty sure you know who I'm gonna say if I did. But this is about morals. That's basically what this shit is. If you just use your brain, it's about morals. But go vote.
Jay is a little bit more eloquent than me. If you're voting for Trump, please unfollow me. Please never speak to me again because we are not the same. We don't speak the same language. He's a racist. He's a fascist. He has sexually abused women. I mean, I can go on. He's a felon.
It's a lot. Yeah.
He has 88 charges against him, have been convicted for 36. He tried to start an insurrection on January 6th. So, I mean, I can keep going on. I have more time. But you know what I'm saying? Like, he wants to have immunity for the cops that are already killing Black people and not having to answer for it. He wants to have school choice, which means that people like me and my friends and their children and people that make less money than us will not be going to good schools because it's for the rich. He wants to end the Department of Education. He wants to end the Affordable Care Act, which helps most people's parents, and people don't even know about that. I know specifically about it because it directly affects my patients. It helps millions of people get healthcare. So yeah, I mean, those are just a few things. And he also has told us out of his mouth that he wants to go back to the 1700s when America was great again. And what happened in the 1700s? People that look like us were slaves. So that's not my definition of greatness. So again, if you or anyone in your family is voting for Trump, please unfollow me. Please, it's no hard feelings for me. Just unfollow me. I probably won't notice it. And yeah, that's all I got for that. At this point, it's not a thing of policies because he hasn't had a policy in 10 years. It's not a matter of policy. It's not a matter of tax breaks. It's a matter of morality. Like today, I literally had to vote on whether women had the choice to choose what to do with their body in America. In America today, I literally had to vote on if women can choose to get an abortion or not in America.
In 2024.
Yes. So in fact, we almost have less rights than my grandma who picked cotton did. So yeah, again, if you're voting for him, please do me a favor. Never talk to me again. I promise you. Please.
Anything, Nick, how can you top that?
I can't top it. I'll just say go vote and please choose wisely.
Choose wisely. Please vote. Definitely. Make sure your voting spot didn't change. They will try that shit. You're gonna start seeing weird shit in the next. It's already started. They already blowing shit up in Washington. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna say one more thing. I'm actually
got started.
No, because I'm actually probably gonna go live on next Tuesday. But I'm gonna say one more thing. For Black people in particular, because I truly understand, because I do not have 100% faith in the government as well. They have not been they have not done the best that they can do for our community. I completely, trust me, I get it. I'm of the mind state of I'm ready to mobilize and really overthrow the government, to be honest. However, since no one can mobilize and we can't get in order, we got to do what's best next, which is to vote, right? And so when people say it's not important to vote, when you see people blowing up boxes, when you see people making it difficult for urban areas to vote, then that tells me all I need to know, that voting is more important than people really believe. So I'm going to just leave y'all with that. Really watch the news. When you see the lengths that these people are going to make sure that we vote, it means something. So as woke as y'all are to not vote, y'all so woke not voting, come on, please open your eyes a little wider.
Olivia Pope has spoken.
All right, that's why she got the name.
Hey, that's fitting. That's actually very fitting.
Yeah, it is. I'm trying to think of anything else.
Election with Olivia on Tuesday.
Yeah, there we go. I'm trying to think. I got nothing else. Just go vote. Please do. Try to do that beforehand.
Also, next time we're here, it'll be college basketball. Women's college basketball season.
Oh yeah, that too. So it's handled. There we go. I think I did see you. I know you be on top of shit. I already know. I know you be on top of shit. But yeah, man, I ain't got nothing else, man. It was a fun episode. That's a wrap for us. Like always, like and subscribe, follow,
leave
everything. Comment. Tell a homie. We'll let y'all know. Like I said, we may not be live or come out on Tuesday because of the election and everything like that. I'll be locked down, be watching that shit. So we'll probably just be. But if Lo talking about she gonna go live, I don't know.
I probably will, as long as my allergies not killing me. I probably will.
Look at you. There you go.
Yeah, I probably will. So I'll keep y'all posted on that. I'll post it and stuff.
Bet. That's the YouTube. If y'all got the YouTube yet, I think there we go. Till next week, college basketball start. Please go vote. And next week we should have a Black woman president. Fuck it. Yes, I'm voting. Yes, I'm.
Now you're coming out saying,
right.
Fuck it. Yes. Yes, I am. Yes. but it's about morals. And please go do the right thing. Please do that. But till next week, please do that. From y'all favorite trio, peace. Oh my God.